Ameogopa ku open up. Now about that, how do you help that person so that
LifeWave Radio.
Miss Eric, the host, and welcome to LifeWave Radio. And if this is your first time, make sure man, subscribe and put that notification on bell so that come out when we post any video, you're the one to be notified, the first one. So welcome. So today we are talking about psychotherapy. You may notice a lot of people don't know what psychotherapy is. We also want to know the difference between psychotherapy and also psychology and many other things. That's why today I'm not here alone. I'm with this great gentleman who is called, atatuambia jina yake and why more information about psychotherapy. So welcome, Mr. Kelvin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eric. My name is Kevin Kamau. I'm in the field of psychology. I studied clinical psychology. Currently, I offer psychotherapy.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so before we get much into psychotherapy, what can you tell us? Like what motivated you kasema you want to do psychotherapy? Kasema maybe utaki kufanya engineering or any other kind of career or course, kasema you want to do psychotherapy.
I noticed that in our community, there are very many gaps that need intervention from a psychologist. Yes, there are mental disorders and other gaps that need to be filled by a psychologist.
Okay.
Yes.
So
and we will explore them as we continue.
Okay. So your main aim was to help Leona, maybe kuna majenzi wanna go through something, or maybe even old people. Okay, that's so amazing about it. Yeah. So that's amazing. So on the first question, people have been having this question: what's the difference between psychotherapy and psychology?
Psychologist is a trained or a professional personnel who offer psychotherapy, and psychotherapy is a process where a trained therapist, I'm a psychologist, now gives offers a safe space to the client where the client can explore their mind, can share their thoughts, their feelings, and this process is confidential. It means that whatever we talk with the client, it will remain between us. Also in psychotherapy, it is non-judgmental. Nile kitu nasikianga hakuna kujaji. Ongei kutoke na hakuna kujaji. That is psychotherapy.
Kwa hivyo any client or patient akikuja ongea na nyinyi, any information, it's confidential, asiogope.
Yeah, sure.
The information is just between you and that one person.
Sure.
Okay, that's so amazing because tapata kuna mostly as us as men napata maybe we have that fear of expression. Look, like what if I talk about this and this person judge me, maybe the doctor or like atakujudge because of who you are.
Sure.
But considering that you give them that information until someone is comfortable with you and they share everything with you and they are safe that the information is not going to go anywhere. That's so nice.
Sure.
Yeah. So umeshapata situation whereby there's a person ama there's a client anaogopa kuongea na wewe, maybe amekuja anataka your services but ameogopa kuongea na nyinyi, ameogopa ku open up. Now about that, how do you help that person so that he or she to come later and open up?
Yeah, sure. I have met clients who at first they were very hard to open up, which is okay because at first to speak to someone who you don't know, it is hard. So what we do, we create warmth. So we create rapport. So when we meet with the client, we just try to bond, and you are very warm to them. Like you respect them, you talk to them nicely. You are interested with their personal information. You just create that bond so that they can trust you. Then from there, they will be able to share every information, maybe most of the information that they feel like sharing. But even if the client does not feel like sharing the information, sometimes we explore to know what makes the client not to share this information. And maybe that's the root cause. That's the root cause of their issue. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we work.
Oh, that's amazing. So you can also repeat the meaning of psychotherapy so that person can understand now again very well. What now is now psychotherapy in detail?
So psychotherapy is a process that is offered by a professional psychologist to the client, where the psychologist create a very warm space or a safe space where the client can explore their thoughts, can explore their feelings, and can talk anything that they feel like talking, or if they have any issue, we will be able to walk through with the client. Then it is we say it's professional, it is non-judgmental, and it is confidential. Yes.
Wow. So what are some of the benefits you can encourage maybe someone or a client to visit maybe a psychotherapy?
The benefit of psychotherapy, first and foremost, I would like to touch on who can benefit from psychotherapy. Everyone can benefit from psychotherapy because psychotherapy helps one to explore their emotions, to explore, their self-understanding of their life. So you find that psychotherapy support growth. So everyone can benefit from psychotherapy. But if you see one of these things, it is advisable you seek for psychotherapy. One, if you notice that there is persistent, significant stress, anxiety, or depression in your daily life that even affect your daily life, how you perform tasks, maybe go to business, school. If you notice that there is this kind of a depression, it's good you seek for psychotherapy. And two, if you notice that in your life there is trauma, either childhood trauma or another kind of trauma that developed later in life, maybe because of life crisis or life situations. If you notice there is grief or loss, maybe you lost someone who is very close, or you had a loss in your life, it's good you seek for psychotherapy. Third, if you notice that in your life there is a lot of relationship crisis, either it's through your partner, from your partner or family, seek for psychotherapy. For the fourth thing, if you notice you have things like self-esteem issues, self-confidence, seek for psychotherapy. In psychotherapy, we offer a lot of services. There are people who we offer services on maybe creating goals, achieving them, or just self-improvement in life. Psychotherapy really helps, even for the sake of self-awareness, knowing yourself, knowing your behaviors, knowing your characters, and how those behaviors affect other people, how those behaviors and characters even affect your performance of tasks. So psychotherapy is important. Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question. Is there a difference between depression and stress?
Yes. Stress is kind of a short while. Stress can go for 1 day, 3 days, a week maybe, but it vanishes. But if this stress persists, it keeps like maybe for 4 months continuously you have a lot of stress. Now that is depression. So depression is kind of a severe stress that goes for a very long time. But stress, it can maybe a very short thing. Then we say that stress can be positive or negative. So negative stress is the one that affects your life in a negative manner. But a positive stress is the one that pushes you maybe toward your goal. For instance, if you are stressed maybe about exam, it will push you to go and study so that you pass in your exam. So that's a kind of a positive stress. Yeah.
Kuna positive stress na negative stress.
Yeah.
So let's say like for me, maybe I have an objective or maybe I have a target of maybe in the next maybe few months I want something good for myself. Like I have a specific target, I want to achieve that thing. That means that is positive stress.
Sure.
But the other side, negative stress, maybe ilikuwa nimeplan to do something but it did not go the way I expected. I end up now being disappointed, like why did I do this instead of this? I start blaming myself. Now that is negative stress.
That's a negative stress.
Okay. So stress is stress. Zote ziko mbaya ama?
So kuna hizo negative and positive. But most common one that is really noticed is the negative one. Yeah, the stress that affect your mental health and also affect your physical health, because if the stress persists, it can also cause physical illness such as ulcers and other form of conditions, medical conditions. So there is this question that you ask, that what are the benefits of going to psychotherapy? Well, someone who has gone to a psychotherapy, one, we have seen that psychotherapy can benefit everyone, including me. I go to psychotherapy. Well, when you go to psychotherapy, you see that you have improved relationship through communication with your partner and through empathy, because you are aware of yourself, you are aware of your emotions and feelings. Another thing is that you will cope, you have an improved coping mechanisms. You have improved coping skills. So in life there is various challenges. So for instance, maybe you have lost a job. Someone who has gone to a psychotherapy will have positive coping skills. Maybe there are some people who go to maybe watch football, watch television, go for a walk. That's a positive coping skills. But maybe if you are not really good on coping skills, you may think of a certain behavior that ruins your life. So that's not a positive one. It's not a good one. So if you are going to therapy, you benefit with improved coping skills. Well, another thing is improved mental health, which will eventually lead to improved general health. Yeah, either emotionally, physically, and mentally. So it also prevents for lifelong mental illness. So it prevents mental illnesses going for a psychotherapy. Well, someone who has gone to a psychotherapy, you find that this person is someone who has improved in communication, self-awareness, self-esteem, self-confidence. Yeah. So going for a psychotherapy is very essential. Yeah. And there are those people who have misconceptions that psychotherapy ni kwenda kuongeleshwa, ni kwenda kupewa advice, but that's not really the fact. So psychotherapy, we focus on the client. So it's not what we want, it's about the client, what the client wants, and how we can assist the client to reach the goal. In the process, if you notice that the client needs something, we'll be able to make them realize what they need, or maybe understand them so that they can work toward a certain goal. So we also don't give advice, we just give empowerment, we give awareness, we psychoeducate, and we allow client to make their own decisions, because client is the best person to make the decision in their life, because they know their life better than I do. Yeah, so that's the benefit of going to or having psychotherapy.
Yes. Another question. Right now, as you can see, things are still developing, technology is still there. Like the way we used to live before, it's different even from how we are living right now, even in terms of technology. So let's say there is someone maybe outside there, or maybe is going through maybe stress or depression, or maybe he or she's like, instead of maybe going or visiting one of your centers, I call like sikuna online. Let me just watch a video, or maybe let me go to AI. Will you encourage that?
Well, at certain point I would, but when you watch an educative content, it will assist you in a way, so it will empower you. So in a certain point, it will help you. Even AI, you will share your feelings, you will share your thoughts. That's one way of psychoeducation. Ongei kuto, that expression. So in a way, it will help you. It will help you recover. But on the other hand, AI cannot understand your feelings. So you need a physical person, or maybe either it's through physical or online, someone who will understand your situation. This is where empathy comes in. Yeah, someone who will create rapport, create that warmth, and understand you. Well, on the other hand, a human being is someone who is able to connect the dot and will reason with you. But at some point, AI may not be able to connect all these dots, or may not reason like human being. So at that particular point, AI does not have this ability to someone who is compared to someone who went for a physical therapy and someone who got psychotherapy through an AI. There will be a very big difference. So I recommend for either online therapy or physical therapy.
Wow.
Sure.
That's very powerful. Hiyo ni ukweli. Actually, AI cannot detect about your feelings. Yeah, it can give information, but on a feelings, hey, hiyo technology bado haijafika.
Yeah. We also recognize that AI can make mistakes. Sure. So it can advise you on wrong direction. Yeah. Okay. And it does not have ethical issues like human beings. You know, therapists, we have we follow ethical issues. We are ethical people. So maybe AI may not consider to be ethical. Yeah.
Wow, that's so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Is there anything in addition you'd love to share?
Well, I can also share that the way we are created, sometimes we are able to maybe recover from stress, recover from depression. So what I'm trying to say is that you have the ability to fight the stress, to fight depression or other issues that affect you in your life. However, if these issues are much for you to carry, we advise you for psychotherapy. And also I advise and advocate for self-care. It means on diet, eating balanced diet, getting enough sleep or rest. Well, then maybe sometimes you can just relax or do something that excites you. Maybe watching a football, walking. Yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And also share. If you have someone who you can share with your problems, share your problems. You can do so. So self-care. I advocate for self-care. Yes.
Wow. And for self-care, I find someone who I can talk to. Wow.
Sure.
That's amazing so much. So thank you for being here. And thank you for the powerful information. And you're looking forward to know more about this. And in case of any question, kindly share with us there, so that also we can reach to Mr. Kevin again. And if you have any questions, so that also you can get answers from him. So until the next time, thank you guys. Remember this
LifeWave Radio.
My name is Eric, the host, and I've been here with
Kevin Kamau, the psychologist.
Wow. Bye.